Hello, welcome to Project Cars 2 with MrX24. We are once again doing the A to Z Bathurst time trial. We are on, I believe, car number 28, and it is the BMW 2002 Turbo, 1973. Man, this car is a lot of fun to drive. I know I said it in the outro of the Stanceworks car, and yes, this car is so fantastic. 130 miles an hour, 7.3 seconds to 0 to 100 acceleration, 170 horsepower, and weighs 2,281 pounds. So it's pretty light when you compare it to the 1M coupes, which are 3,240 pounds. So this is significantly lighter. I mean, this thing is very nimble, and it's actually quite quick for how much horsepower it has. It's also a 5-speed H pattern, and engine type is a straight 4. Also rear-wheel drive. A nice yellow here. Yellow with a black hood. Alright. We're going to go hop to the track and go check out my setup. Before we get started with the setup here, I want to say I'm going to be putting in timestamps. If you would like to skip the setup portion of this and just go straight to the laps, I will have a timestamp in the description. Alright, let's get on with this, shall we? Tire compound. We've got automatic by weather, which it's using all-weather tires. Tire pressure in the front, we're at 26.4 and 25.24 in the rear. It's pretty standard fare. It's a little bit higher than, I don't know, some of the road cars like a little bit higher tire pressure, it seems like. We're at 29.56 when they're green. 28.7 once they're up to speed. Brake pressure, we're running 90%. I turned this down a little bit in this car. I've actually kind of had to fix my brake the other day, so it's actually working a lot better now, so I had to turn it down a bit more. I was locking the brakes up. Brake pressure, we're more forward like usual, not nearly as far as some of the other cars. I like to have a little bit in the rear on this car still, just to help the back end get out a bit if we need to, because we do that in this car. Alright. Handbrake's at 100%, but we won't be using that. This should be all fairly default, I think. I don't know about the spring rate. It's another scenario where I took the first place Ghost setup, and then I tweaked it myself. It's been a few days since I've driven this, so I'm not entirely sure. I may have tweaked the spring rate a bit. I don't think this is default. I don't even know that the ride height's default either. Let's see here. Toe angle in the front. I do know, I'm fairly certain that I moved this to 0. So we're just straight wheels in the front. Roll bars are all pretty soft. We've got +1 toe in the rear, which is pretty crazy because this car still likes to get the back end out even with that much toe. Pretty controllable. I think that's part of the reason. Let's see here. We've got dampers. Okay, so I know what I've done so far. I'm not sure on the front, slow bump and slow rebound, these may be default or they might be different. I'm not entirely sure. I did, however, move the bump transition down on the front. Again, like a lot of the other road cars driven so far, the other BMW as well, there's a lot of weight movement, so I was trying to stiffen up the dampers again and the springs, just the suspension in general, to keep the car maybe a little bit flatter, and it's definitely much flatter through the corners now. So moving that down, we've got the initial stiffer dampening when it first starts to compress. The slow bump, I know I moved it up 1 from where I had it, but I don't know if he had moved it as well. So we were at 3,000 on the slow bump and 5,000 on the slow rebound here. And I did move the bump transition down, I think 2 ticks on this. It's at 250 now. Again, making it firmer on the initial dampening. This car is really nice after I made these changes. I'm starting to really figure out the dampening, and it's working out quite nicely. Really flattening the cars out in the corners, getting some more speed through the corner. Just better handling in general. Fuel load, we're at 1 liter like usual. Boost pressure at 100%. We got the radiator opening at 18%. This allows me to get 3 laps in without the motor blowing up, which is fantastic. Let's see here. Okay, so this does move. Final drive, we're at 3.450 Maybe could get away with a little bit longer gears even, but I don't think we're going to be trying that. I'm going to leave it because I like it the way it is. We've got 13% traction control, and ABS strength is 60%. I think he may have changed these two as well. This is normally 10% traction control, and this is normally 75 on every car that I'm aware of. So that's that there. I don't usually mess with the ABS strength, but it's an interesting choice to make. I guess it can help for sure. Let's see here on the clutch. We're kind of going by my standard fare of rear-wheel drive cars so far, which is clutch LSD on. Preload, you know, anywhere from, well, about 20 to 200 from what I've experienced so far, depending on whether or not it has a lot of downforce. I've been sticking with 2 or 4 clutches mostly. I haven't messed around too much with going up or down with this yet, because 4 seems well, and I have been setting pretty decent times with it, so I don't really see any point in changing it. Maybe in another car I may have to. This may even be a car I might do it in later, just to maybe see if it might drive a little bit better, because it already drives fantastic. Power ramp, we're at 50 degrees, and coast ramp, we're at 30 degrees. So we got a nice turn in, not too much locking on the coast. Power ramp, that's 90s the max. So again, we're a little bit over halfway on lock diff there, so we're getting decent acceleration. Car really, really handles well. Okay. We're going to go take our 3 laps now in the BMW 2002 Turbo. Alright, we're here to drive the BMW 2002 Turbo. I'm against my own ghost today. We have a 239.112. I beat the other first place ghost by 0.020. Didn't even know I had done it actually, so it was a surprise when I went out. So we're against our own ghost again today. Alright, here we go in the BMW 2002 Turbo. What a great little car this is. This thing is a real treat. Only 170 horsepower, but man, it just doesn't feel like it when you're driving it. I mean, it does kind of. You know it's slower, but just the way you can drive this car just is fantastic. You really throw it in. I think I was a little slow there. We're gonna get caught by the ghost. Itching my leg. Alright, we're going to be braking a little bit past the wall down here. We'll go to third. Brakes now. Third gear, dive it in. But you can be pretty aggressive with the steering in this car. It really likes to be thrown around. I've gotten it flattened out pretty well now, so you really can be aggressive with it. Keep her steady. There we go. Nice. Didn't get the rear end out. That's very important around that corner. Yeah, keep it right here. Up through here. All right. We're going to get over the hill and into fourth. Try to get a good run down the hill. Oh, don't hit the wall. A little bit slow, I think. Not bad, though. Not too bad. Get her tucked in. Back on the gas. Oh, man, that was close. Yeah, here we go. All right, a little bit of brake. Third gear. Back on the gas. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Second gear. Red line second a bit. Keep her to the inside. Hopefully we can get a good run out of this corner. Don't get too sideways. Into third. Not bad. I got a little squirrely there on my ghost lap. All right, tricky corner here. A little bit of brake. Second gear. Get her stopped. Get her stopped. Oh, that was beautiful. Come on. Third gear. Let's go. Oh, this is a good one. Oh boy. Whew, what are we at time-wise? Oh, that was real close. Second sector. We're just barely off. See if we can get this last corner a little better. I think I might be able to brake a little later down here and still get in it. Still get in the corner just as well. So he's gonna brake there. Brake now. Third gear. Second gear. Dive it in. Yep, that worked. Oh, perfect. That's why we like using the ghost. Got to try things like that. Oh, he is right on me. I brake late enough down here. That wasn't late enough. Get her stopped and turned in and on the gas. Oh, that was a good exit out of there. I think we might get it. Oh, what's it gonna be? Oh, 102, it's slightly better. Oh my lord. We are really sideways. Oh man. Alright, let's see if we can go even faster. I'd like to get into the 238 so we can. 239, 102. Very nice. Such a fun little car, this. Brakes. Third gear, dive it in on the gas. We get on the gas so early. Oh, don't lose it on the curb. Whoa, that's going to slow us down. It's alright. I got to get through. I got through this corner well last time, but a few other corners we might be able to make a little better cornering out of. That wasn't too bad through there, actually. It may have been a little quicker than last time. First sector's not going to be, but that corner seemed a little faster. I definitely caught up. I'm going to run third out a little bit harder this time. Down to fourth. See what that does for us. Slide her in. Nice, nice, nice. Keep it close to that wall. Ha. This car just loves being slid around on the gas. Brakes, brakes. We're getting sideways. Oh, that was close. We're not getting him this lap. That's fine though. See if I can get. I got this corner pretty well last time too. Not quite as good that time. Looks like the back right tire might be getting a little beat up. Possibly. Alright, we are on lap 2, right? I got lost. Yes, we are. Alrighty. This and the road car 1M really drive about the same. They're very similar in driving style. That's why I like it so much. I actually like the 1M a lot more after I drove this car first, and then I drove the 1M, and I was like, oh. So they're actually pretty similar. I really like the 1M a lot more after that, because I got used to driving this thing. And I was like, you know, I think I can probably drive that car the same way, and sure enough, you certainly can. Hard on the brakes, get her ducked in on the gas. Not bad, it's not going to be great, but it's not bad. What's our motor at? We're a little hurt on the motor now. I don't know how much that's going to affect our last lap here. It might affect it more than I think it will. We're going to go into 5th. See if that's... Is that better or not? Looks like it might actually gain a little bit. Alright, here we go. Brakes. Third gear, dive it in. That was a little wild. Actually, still wasn't too bad though, surprisingly. A little more sideways than I would have liked. Very easy on the brakes here. You can use gravity to help slow you down. Oh man. That's gonna hurt. Don't know if we're gonna be able to get a better time or not. A little bit more practice, I think, probably, but I'm pretty at the limits, I feel like, with this car. Can definitely go, I think you can get a 238, but I either need to tweak it a little bit more, or I need to get my lines just a little bit better. I feel like I'm pretty consistent with this car. Really got to be careful down here with it on this right-hander coming up. It likes to understeer if you don't get it turned in soon enough. Get her slowed down, likes to oversteer there. Oh man, I redlined the crap out of it. That's not good. Brakes, brakes, brakes. We're going sideways. Oh, I love it. Man, you can do that with this car, and it is fantastic. It is not the fast way around that corner, but man, it's fun. Oh, puts a huge smile on my face. Love this little BMW. We're a bit behind, but that is perfectly okay with me. Third gear, second gear. Hard on the gas. What's the motor like at the... Oh, it's pretty hurt. 40%. That probably doesn't help our cause any, huh? That's alright. I didn't set the radiator opening quite right for 3 laps. But she made it 3 laps. That's all that matters. Good job, little BMW. Great job. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Woo! Alright. Do a donut before it burns up. Oh yeah. Awesome. Alright. So, I beat it by 0.012, or 0.01, sorry. Not by a whole lot. Alright, let's go check the leaderboard, shall we? Alright, here we are, back at the leaderboard, and we beat my own ghost with a 239.101. It was a 239.112. So I had first place already. Like I said, I took a few practice laps earlier today and ended up beating the ghost time, and I didn't even know I did it until I came back here, and I was like, oh, I did beat him. But not by very much, but I did. So we're only ahead by 0.033, not much at all. It's very close. I think some of the other times I've set and a few of the other cars has been beat already. But can't worry about that. We are moving forward with a lot more cars to come. This was car number 27. And now we're going to move on to car number 28. Car number 28 is going to be the 1973 BMW 2002 StanceWorks edition. Again, rear-wheel drive. We got a 5-speed H pattern. Engine type is straight 4 still. It's 160 mile an hour top speed now. 5.19 0 to 100, so it's like 2 seconds faster 0 to 100. 30 miles an hour faster on the top end, and has 100 more horsepower at 270 horsepower. And it weighs the same as its counterpart at 2281. So yeah, again, we drove the 1M Coupe, and then we drove the 1M Coupe StanceWorks, and now we're doing the same with the 2002 Turbo. We drove the road car, and now we're driving the race car, basically. This thing is going to be a lot of fun. I have a feeling. I've driven it a little bit, but not a whole lot. And I think I'm going to enjoy it probably more than the 2002 Turbo. Maybe. It depends on how it drives, because I really like that, the road version. Just a straight up road car. It's quite a bit of fun. Alright, everybody. I will talk to you next time. Hope everybody enjoyed. And peace.